Hey everyone, Egman here with another deck profile. This time I'm doing some more Namekians. I kind of so it's really stupid. The reason I thought I like this deck is like, oh, Shocking Death Ball is a really cool card, and oh, Sacrifice is a really cool card, and I wanted to try a deck where I could run four of each, just because they're both good negates, and then also they can be played with no energy, so you can kind of catch your opponent by surprise, and allows you to be more aggressive with tapping out and stuff. So I chose Piccolo Jr. as the leader. So what he does is when he attacks the leader, you draw a card, and then you untap two to awaken. And on the opposite side, you draw one. When you attack, you draw one card, and then you can use one green energy to destroy one of your opponent's cards with an energy 5 or less, and you get plus 5k for the turn. So yeah, he's pretty solid in that regard, and I didn't know. So the other leader that I could do this with was Slug, and I wasn't sure if he was the right. Just because he already self awakens, I didn't think he was right. If there was like a Namekian that draws 2 when you awaken, but didn't have an aggressive ability, I'd probably do that. But I don't know. This is how I'm going so far. You can probably try Slug, but yeah. So anyways, what does Shocking Death Ball do? So when your leader card is green, negate the attack and choose one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 2 or less and KO it. So it's kind of like in between a full power energy and speedy surprise attack. And then when you have 5 or more cards in your drop area, you can do the counter by paying life. So there's that, and then there's Sacrifice, which is negate the attack, and then if your leader is Namekian, you can just play it by adding 1 card from your life. So and so that's our only ways to awaken. In the side, I'd probably put 2 of the like Awakening Power Gohan, just because if they're not attacking, then you can't awaken, and I mean that's not like the worst thing, but if you need help awakening, that's a good way to do that. So on to our battle cards. So we have 4 Negotiator Krillin. So this card's really good for a lot of reasons. One, it's a green 1-drop barrier, so it helps us make sure that we have bond plays for Nail. And then also, when you come with this card from your battle area, choose up to 1 card in your opponent's combo area and place it in your opponent's drop area. So that's really good. This becomes a 15k combo, and just helps combo destruction. So yeah, he's really good. Next up is Gift of Power Guru. You just choose 1 card in your battle area and it gains plus 5k for the duration of the turn. So that's just really good for helping. It's a free combo, and you just get value from that. You can combo without having to, waste a card. So that's good. Next up is Kind Hearted Namekian Dende. When you play this card, look up the top 3 cards from your deck. Choose 1 Namekian and add them to your hand and shuffle your deck. So we have a lot of Namekians in this deck, so that's pretty good. Especially our super combo can get hit by it and everything, so a good card there. Next up is 2 Planet Namek. This card always is just like in limbo if it's actually good or not, but we have enough Namekians to make it work. And then also I'll kind of talk about some other side cards, but the Dende and Kami, who the 1-drops that destroy energy or wipe the field, they are both still Namekians, so you can get them from this. I'll go into them after. Then there is Purnima. Choose 1 Namekian from your hand and place under this card. Draw 1 card and you get plus 10k in crit. So that's really good. You're not really losing a card. So let's say you already have like a Guru that you don't want to need or something like that. You can just put that there. You get to draw a card, and then you also get a 20k crit attacking your opponent. So that's really strong. Nail. This card is super good, and he's played in non-Namekian decks too, just because 15k draw card is really powerful. So there's that. Speed attack Piccolo. He's kind of filler. He's a good Namekian. He has critical and 15k, so that's really powerful. Your opponent has to really has to combo if they want it to take crit damage. So there's that. There's Namekian duos. This is their super combo. I wasn't sure if we should do like the 5 drop area 10k Piccolo, but I thought I actually don't remember if he's the. I'll look at the super combos again, but he's at 5 life for Namekian, so that's good. So then we have Infernal Villainy Cell. So we have another super combo in him. He's really good. We get to draw a card, and then I guess if we really need to, he's a 20k crit that also draws the card when you play him that way. So he's just really good. He's just solid. Next up is Combo Killer Analyza, probably one of our win conditions, just popping these out on the field and then your opponent can't really combo. So really good, and you can just see like we have a lot of like sticky cards of just like Krillin and Analyza, so just to mess up their combos. And then lastly we have Limitless Energy Android 17. So this is barrier blocker, which is really important, and then also you can pop a card when your opponent attacks. I wasn't sure if this was the right call, or if we play like the Android 18 that that gives barrier and your opponent can't attack leader cards. But I think this is the right call, even though it's one more energy. It's really 20k is really strong, and then if your opponent is afraid of comboing, then we can just keep it alive, and it's just a blocker for a while. So anything that we're afraid of not dying to, we can use Shocking Death Ball or Sacrifice to negate the attack. So yeah, and let me go into Kami Global Unifier. So 2 new cards from set 5. So both are they both saying that? Yeah, so both of them draw a card when you play them, which is already really good. And then for Dende, you place 2. It's for 2 energy, you place it in the drop area. If your opponent places a card in their energy using a skill this turn, choose one of their opponent's energy and place it in the drop area. So that's really good. So if they're trying to ramp up to something, you just put Dende down and you slow them down for a bit. And then Kami, for 2 energy, your opponent has 4 more battle cards in play. Choose all your and your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 4 less, ignoring barrier, and KO them. So that's really good, just to get rid of, wipe the field and stuff. So that is why that is there. And then let me see. I can't remember. Okay, so this is the. Yeah, he's already always 10k, but you have to be 4 less life. So I think the other one's better. And what's the other one from set 2? Or set 5? Okay, the other one is Defensive Stance, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and I'd rather get this for the other synergies it has. So yeah, but this is the deck. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, and I'll catch you guys next time.